Side, my friend. You still have the other arm.
Let's go back to that screaming.
Fuck you! What's up, man? Don't lose hope. You're not that bad. You are hooked. Human versus robot in the bottle battle. I'll root for the robot. Thank you. Come on, my friend. Show us what you can do.
The owner of this park kicks you out so quickly, but let's have a joyride before they catch me, yeah? Starting off over here on the hopscotch, boom, 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 like that. And then if we run around here on the pink chairs, did-da-dee-da, did-da-do-do, dee-da-diddy-do, like that. And then let's scare the pigeons, spin this, hop on, oh my days, I'm dizzy, and a trick up. Oh my god, I think he's coming. Quickly, up the bogey slide, straight back down. Yes, and then climb over the ladders. Did-da-dee-da, did-da-do-do. Once a bloody again. Yes. 1 flamingo, 2 flamingos, 3 flamingos, 4 flamingos, and then the last one. Boom. I'm just having fun, mate. Allow it, bro. I'm getting up there. I swear it's not welcome as well. I'm so far away from help. I think the coast is clear. He threw water at me. Send help, people! He's dragging me down! Ah, get over, bro! Get over me! Oh. Wait, there's no one here. Where's he gone? The owner of this park kicks you out so...
Is this even possible? What? Oh, come on, we gotta beat this. It's so hard, but I like it hard. You guys like the video so I can beat the level. Okay, let's use the auto clicker. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Wait, what, guys? Somebody like and
find me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love. Anybody find me somebody to love.
If anybody can find you a bed to love,
The boy's nosebleed suddenly dripped on his notebook, so he washed it off. But the boy had a bad feeling. Suddenly, there was a rapid knock on the door. The boy was terrified. At that moment, the 2 school bullies had smashed the door open. They dragged the boy out and snatched the change from the boy's shoes. The boy ran into the hallway. The bullies sprayed yellow paint at him. The boy unfortunately fell to the ground. He was laughed at by everyone and was stumped by the bully. Turned out the boy was naturally weak. He was always bullied by the others. To escape such a school life, the boy wished to the mirror that he wouldn't be seen. The next day a miracle happened. When the boy brushed his teeth in front of the mirror, he was horrified to find that he had become invisible. The boy took off his bathrobe. When his mom walked into the room, she saw nothing. The boy didn't dare to make a sound. So he wrote a note, telling his mom that he had gone to school, to keep the secret from being discovered. The boy wrapped himself completely and went to school. He looked at his invisible hand. The boy also looked at the bully who had bullied him. He decided to take revenge. So he took off his clothes. Then the boy walked into the classroom. He picked up the bully's toy gun, aimed at the teacher who was giving a lecture. He threw the gun back. The teacher roared in anger. The bully was completely stunned. Soon the bully was taken away by his father. The boy's revenge wasn't over. He found another bully. As the bully was serving the ball, the boy pushed him, causing the bully to lose the game. Faced with the coach's scolding, the bully completely broke down. Now the boy was very happy. He continued to use his superpower and sneaked into the teacher's office. The boy took out his exam paper and took out the answer book. He copied the answers onto it. When the mother learned of the boy's score, she couldn't believe her eyes. That night an accident happened. The boy saw the girl he liked being taken away by a kidnapper. He immediately rushed forward, trying to stop the kidnapper, but he failed. So the boy went home. He took out a Spider-Man suit, and he put it on. This time the boy would be a superhero. Then he sneaked into the kidnapper's base. The boy used his invisibility to take down the guards. He successfully found the kidnapped children. After a fierce battle, the boy successfully rescued his goddess. He not only became a city hero, but also he won love. So here comes the question. Which superpower would you want the most? The boy's nosebleed suddenly dripped on a 2-pound brick could only be moved by 4 strong men. The man was very confused when he saw this, so he picked up a brick with one hand. This scene stunned his colleagues. They marveled at the man's strength, but the man was still confused. It turned out that just now, human strength had decreased by 100 times. Only this man was not affected. One day, the man was walking on the street when he saw a shocking scene. A flower pot was so heavy that it could only be moved by a crane. The man decided to help the female CEO, but the female CEO laughed at him, saying he looked too weak. The next second, the man took down the flower pot. Everyone was shocked by his action. Then the woman took the man home. She wanted to hire him as a bodyguard, but the man said he was too weak to do this job. Then he picked up the flower pot with one hand to answer the phone. The woman was shocked by his strength again when he put the flower pot on the table. This action not only made the house shake, but also shattered the table. The woman was completely stunned by his
My
strength. She vowed to
stream.
have it. Then she invited the man to a restaurant. Had to work together to lift a plate of food. There was almost no food on the plate, and there were only 10 grains of rice. In this era, if someone could eat 20 grains of rice, they would definitely be considered a big eater. But the man asked the manager to bring a big bowl of rice. When he ate the rice with big mouthfuls, everyone couldn't believe it. When the man returned to the construction site after the meal, he met his girlfriend. His girlfriend brought a rich man to break up with him. Although the man was extremely angry, the rich man was a very strong professional boxer, so the man decided to back down. But the rich man wouldn't let it go. He tried to pick up a 1-kilogram brick to throw at the man. However, the rich man couldn't even lift the brick. He had to pick up a smaller stone and slowly lift it up. The man's colleagues' expressions changed greatly. They all praised the rich man for his great strength. The man was burning with anger and immediately gave the rich man a slap. The rich man flew out like a kite with a broken string. At this time, the female CEO passed by. Seeing the man's strength, the female CEO immediately knelt on the ground and proposed to the man. A 2-pound brick could only be moved by 4 strong men. The man was very confused when he saw this, so he picked up a brick with one hand.
No matter the conflict, we're here to support people in the hardest moments.
Oh, you can now take your dog on a vacation to the back rooms. A vacation? Yeah, so level 7B is the best level for your dog. They got food bowls that refill on their own, automatic grooming stations, even ponds made of warm chicken broth.
Wait, you're talking about the groom rooms. That's not even peaceful, there's entities.
No, I'm pretty sure there's just chew toys and other puppies.
No, so there's an entity called the groomer. It's tall, it's skinless, and it wears a twisted back coat. Its arms are really long, and I'm talking like really long, and it moves like it's underwater. It only shows up when the dogs are left alone too long or when they start acting like the others.
The groomer. So what does it do? Give out free haircuts?
No, worse. He carries long, sharp scissors, and when he hums, it draws everything near him. If you hear it, running will not help.
Wait, and how do you escape it?
There's 3 ways. The first way is if you find a red collar, put it on your dog and he won't go near you. Now the second way is even harder. You can resist the groomer's hum, but only if your dog does. When he hums, all the dogs start walking towards him. But if your dog stops, turns around, and chooses you instead, he leaves you both alone. But this can only work if you have a strong bond with your dog.
I ain't gonna lie, my dog barely sits, so I'm cooked.
Well, the third way is the...
No, you can now take...
Realize how many powerful skills Bart had at 1.5 years old? When Homer was sleeping, Bart crawled onto the television. He has already mastered the skill of diving. Even he has a very strong talent for gymnastics. He can stay on the top clothesline from day to night when Homer jokingly took away his nose.
Got your nose.
Got your wallet.
Bart flushed his wallet into the toilet. Homer angrily educates Bart.
Beep.
Just then, Marge walked in and announced she was pregnant.
Bye-bye, keys.
Bart became even more mischievous when he turned 2. Late in her pregnancy, Marge pleaded with Bart to be quiet, but Bart became even crazier. It wasn't until Marge scolded him loudly that he returned to the living room feeling disappointed, but Homer threw him aside. From that moment on, Bart began to compete with the unborn baby. Homer pretended to take Marge out of the room, and then rushed over and pulled him away when Bart wasn't looking. So Homer had to build a new bed for Bart, but this horrible bed kept Bart awake all night, because Marge had to go to the hospital to give birth. Bart was left alone at the Flanders house. At night, Bart couldn't sleep because of the noise of the 2 children. Then he was surprised by the Flanders mother. When Lisa came home, everyone's attention was focused on her. This made Bart feel very lost. So he snuck into Lisa's bedroom with a pair of scissors and shaved all of Lisa's hair, put a stamp all over Lisa's face and stuffed her in a mailbox. He even shoved Lisa into the neighbor's dog hole. Bart was punished every day by having to face the wall. So Bart got the idea to run away from home.
Bart, what'd you say? Bart, you can talk.
Bart carried Lisa to his parents to show her off.
I'm her first
Realize how many powerful skills Bart
I see you.
Hey, don't worry.
This cat saved the hotel from going bankrupt by destroying the toy train. Actually, this Japanese hotel was based on the world of trains, but no one was very interested in it, and the hotel was mostly empty. But one day, a cat sneaked into the hotel and started playing with the toy trains. The owner found this scene very amusing and let the cat stay there. The very next day, more cats started coming there and began playing with those small trains. The owner recorded their playful activities and uploaded them on social media. But in no time, those videos went viral and people started coming just to see these cute cats destroying the little train. This cat saved the hotel from going.
Heads up, you're not feeding your cat what you think you are.
Get your cardboard! Hey, wanna buy some cardboard? What? Cardboard for sale. Why would I need cardboard? To stand on here, it's $20. $20? Yeah. No thanks, kid. This is not my first rodeo.
This woman thought she humbled the kid, but a second later, everything changed.
Today, the rescue continues in earnest. Amidst 20 below temperatures. And... Cut. God, my feet are numb. These boots are useless. Hey, kid. Yeah? You still got that cardboard? I sold it to that guy. But I can still get more. It's 40 now. You're kidding. Shipping and handling. Shipping and... And it's not my first rodeo either. Get your cardboard! Hey, wanna buy some cardboard? What? Cardboard for sale. Why would I need cardboard? You look fantastic.
Someone's about to go viral.
Eddie, why did you invite me to this party? I invited you because those other girls were always so mean to me. But then they were mean to you instead and let me join in. Oh, thanks for making this the best birthday ever. No, aw, that's horrible. What's the matter, loser? The girls at this party are so mean. I just want to go home. Call me back and say it in a normal way.
The rando's talking into a phone.
Bart, they're taking my phone. They're even meaner than you. Thanks. Now let's get out of here before they realize I'm gone. Run now. You'll never stop running. What do you mean?
That egghead rando messed with our hair. We look like her. Someone's about to go viral.
The boy wore a pair of Super Air Jordan shoes. He just got on the treadmill. His speed instantly went supersonic. Even the treadmill fell apart. The boy then went to the swimming pool. When he jumped into the water, two propellers extended from the soles. The next second, the boy became a flying fish in the water. All the classmates were stunned. Then the boy jumped into the soccer field. He kicked a powerful banana ball. The goal was instantly blown to pieces. The boy went to the track field. Facing a height of 3 meters, the boy smiled slightly. The shoes turned into a big spring. The boy flew into the sky. The PE teacher was incredulous, seeing such the amazing sneakers. He barked questions the boy. The boy was just about to run away, but the teacher kicked him down. The teacher tried to teach the boy a lesson, but the boy knocked the teacher to the ground with one palm. At this moment, another teacher arrived with the security guards. The sneakers activated rocket mode. The boy ushed into the sky. He stepped on an eagle and arrived above the clouds. Then the boy did a backflip. He dived downward. He struck with his palm with the momentum, knocking everyone to the ground. But next second, the boy woke up. Turned out it was just a dream. In reality, the boy was very poor. He couldn't afford sneakers. The boy was laughed at by his classmates every day. Even the teachers disliked him and didn't let him get close. During class, his pen fell, so the boy helped the teacher pick it up and wiped off the dust on it. But the teacher was scared. He warned the boy not to come close and asked him to leave the pen on the ground. Then the teacher took out a handkerchief and wrapped the pen. The boy could only give an awkward smile. That day, the boy didn't wear sneakers for PE class. He was sent on the field. That night, the boy told his dad. So the dad went to the dump. He found a pair of white sneakers. The man was very satisfied. He mended the shoes. Next, they began to have dinner. The dad brought out a plate of green vegetables. He cut the rotten apple with a small knife and handed it to the boy. The dad shook the lid on the wall. A group of cockroaches crawled out. The boy slapped them with his hand. The dad stepped on the cockroaches with both feet. This was their after-dinner game. Next day, the two went to a shopping mall. The boy wanted a toy dog, but the man had no money. Taking advantage of his dad's inattention, the boy grabbed the toy and tried to run out. In order to comfort the boy, the dad promised to give him a toy. So the man went to the dump again. At this moment, a flying saucer slowly rose. The man didn't notice. By the time he realized it again, he found a green ball. So the man gave it to his son as a gift. What they didn't expect was that this green ball was actually an alien puppy. The alien puppy had magic. It invented a pair of super sneakers for the boy. The boy's dream came true. The boy wore a pair of Super Air Jordan shoes.
Woman versus man in the bottle battle. Whoever is a man, leave a like and subscribe. And whoever is a woman, date me. The woman gave a powerful blow, capable of killing an ant. Women. The man hit her in the stomach. Poor thing. But go on, woman. Use all your strength in this attack. The woman is going to attack and she loses her leg even though she is hit from above. Incredible! And it ended without a winner. The loser is the one who watched until the end. Woman.
The man was turning into a zombie, but his daughter was only 3 months old. Andy wanted to end it with a knife, but looking at his daughter, he couldn't bring himself to do it. Then he set his watch for a 48-hour countdown. That meant he had 48 hours to find someone to care for her. On the way, the baby kept crying. He knew she missed her mom, so he took out his wife's perfume, sprayed it near the baby's face. Surprisingly, she stopped crying because she smelled her mother's scent. On the road, Andy met a girl. She was also searching for her family. Soon after, they found a camper van. It had a lot of food inside, but when he found them, the man was digging a grave. Andy asked if he could care for the baby. The man refused because he had been bitten too. Andy understood their choice. Finally, he had to leave them. 4 gunshots rang out. They reunited in another way. Andy picked up the gun. He was hesitating. Suddenly, the baby spoke. She called him Dad. For the first time, he dropped the gun immediately. Andy couldn't leave her behind, but he didn't have much time. At that moment, he had to use a stick to keep walking. The infection kept spreading through his body. Suddenly, he stopped. He handed his daughter to the girl. Then he quickly walked away because he could no longer hold on. He saw a stick in her hand. Andy had an idea. He kissed his daughter one last time, begged the girl to protect her, and he tied rotten meat to the stick's end, put on the mouth guard, and bound his hands with rope, so even if he lost control, he wouldn't hurt the 2 girls. Then he carried them both and kept walking. This was his final gift for his daughter, a father's last act of love. Hours later, the girl found her tribe. Everyone was shocked by the scene. An elder wanted to end Andy's pain, but the girl stopped him. She took out Andy's wife's perfume and sprayed it in front of Andy. Though unconscious, he reacted to the familiar scent. Maybe that was the power of love. At that moment, Andy's soul was finally freed. The girl nodded to the elder. Andy collapsed. He had fulfilled his mission. Soon after, they returned to the camp together. Everyone was joyful because of the baby. Then someone noticed her belly. A woman lifted her shirt and saw the word thanks. They were deeply moved. This might be a father's true love, even giving his life. He would never abandon his child. The man was turning into a zombie, but his daughter was only...
Whoever has the worst grips gets a brand new pair.
Skibbity bop! That's what I'm going to do
You
today.
might be the winner. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I would never ride these in my whole life. Yours are, oh my days, you've been eating them. Yours are brand new. Yours are pretty good as well. Yours are pretty tiny. Yours can go away. These are his grips. They've both got holes in. Nah, they need to go in the bin, mate. Alright, we've got the top 3 people. This geezer, and this geezer. His have holes in. His are made out of, I don't even know what. And he has none. Who do you think deserves them the most? Alright, what about I give them to you and then you give them to this geezer? Yeah? Is that deal? Yeah. Now don't lose these ones, right? There you go, G. Safe one, boy. And here you go, your very own pink fairy grip. You're welcome. Whoever has the worst grip.
Here you go, food ready?
Oh, thank you. Wait, can you grab me water?
Oh, sure.
Guys, look, you gave me the one with the burger on it. I'm gonna be good, brother, and switch it. I'm gonna let him have the one with the burger on it.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, why did you put the plate?
Oh, because I wanted you to have the one with the burger on it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Tiny, there was burgers under here.
Sorry, I was hungry.
You know what? If everybody likes the video right now, I'll let you have all these burgers.
Here you go, food ready?
Ryan designs a unique pair of new shoes for Bart. The uniqueness of shoes comes from Bart's hairstyle. Then they started testing the shoes. Orion knocked over a paint bucket. The shoes were dyed to match the color of Bart's outfit.
The Bartman won.
It started when Ralph wore the new slip-ream shoes to school. All of his classmates were envious of him, so Bart asked Homer to buy him a pair. The next morning, Homer woke up a sleeping Bart and surprised him. Bart wore his new shoes to school. When he confidently skated and flew into midair, his shoes suddenly turned into pieces. This made him feel ashamed in front of all his classmates, so Bart turned on the live feed and went to the store for a refund. The store clerk claimed the shoes were fake. At that moment, Homer rushed over to stop Bart. He forced Bart to leave, but he accidentally ripped Bart's pants off. Bart's behavior was made into a dynamic graph. Homer made a card apologizing to Bart, but Bart insulted Homer with fierce language. That's when Orion arrived at the Simpsons' house. He apologized to Bart on behalf of the employees and give Bart new ski sets as compensation, and a large number of new skis. Bart couldn't wait to try out the new skis, and when he asked Orion to join him, Orion said he didn't know how to snowboard and asked Bart not to tell anyone. With Bart's patience and guidance, Orion quickly learned how to skateboard. They quickly became good friends, so Orion decided to design a unique new pair of shoes. Orion designs a unique pair of new shoes for Bart. The uniqueness of shoes comes from Bart's hairstyle. Then they started testing the shoes. Orion...
Let's go. Wait a minute. Hold still. Let's try this. Excellent. This is
Orion designs a...
Let's go.
Less expensive train tickets. More
Did you know that if you take a Mr. Beast thumbnail and you clean up his scars, but give him some extra scars on his hand, then go to this other Mr. Beast thumbnail and just remove him and get rid of his texts too? Now find this commenter so you can enhance their profile picture, bring this birdie over, give this good boy some head pats, bring him in here. You get where this is going yet? If we add this text back, change the color of Jimmy's clothes, don't forget his bandana. Now, his axe is looking a little too clean, so let's overlay some ketchup on it. Oh, we got some on his face too? That's a happy accident. Just like me. Now let's change Jimmy's face. Hello, Jimmy. Show me the 1,000-yard stare. Perfect! And now, if we create a really clickable title, I built 100 houses and gave them away. How about I destroyed 1,000 houses and gave them $10? You have now created the perfect thumbnail for his next. Did you know that?
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to turn my dog Charlie into Slink from Toy Story. After all, they're both wiener dogs, and they actually kind of look the same. Check this out. First, I went to my friends at Objects Unlimited. We needed to get Charlie 3D scanned. And as you can tell, he's pretty hyped. So, utilizing some tricks, I got Charlie inside of this machine, which has 128 cameras, all focused on the centerpiece, which in this case is Charlie. We snapped a couple pictures. So far, so good. Next, it gets sent off to Andrew, who's a designer at Objects Unlimited. His job is to make this into a 3D file, but to clean up any areas that the cameras may have missed. So he's touching up Charlie's nose, a little parts of his ear, but just in general, make this as nice as possible before it gets 3D printed. Next, we slice off the top and bottom half of Charlie and delete the center part. Once that's done, it gets sent off to be 3D printed. And after about 8 hours, the piece was done. So using a vacuum, all the surrounding powder gets sucked up and recycled for the next print. After a couple minutes, Charlie's two halves are finally revealed, but they're covered in powder. So both pieces then get air blasted to clean up any extra powder that's on the surface. After most of the excess dust has been removed, it's time for the post-processing, which does take a little bit of time. So Ryan here from Objects Unlimited uses an assortment of tools that go on a Dremel, and his job is to basically polish up this piece and remove any extra fine dust that might get stuck in the cracks. Once that's done, Charlie's two halves then get soaked in super glue. Right now, the piece is very absorbent, so by soaking it in super glue, it's going to suck it all up and make it a lot stronger, while at the same time, really saturating the colors. Next, using some high grit sandpaper, any blemishes or sharp edges from the print get sanded down. And I know this looks like we're going backwards, but the next step, where he gets soaked in a hot wax, removes any of the blemishes from the sandpaper, and at the same time, making the piece even stronger, like this. While that dries, I go see my friend Kate. She's gonna make some acrylic bases for Charlie's feet. This will allow him to stand on his own. So using a laser cutter, she cuts out 2 rectangular pieces. Then using a 1-for-1 super glue, that gets mixed together and applied to the bottom of Charlie's feet, where then the acrylic stand we just printed gets attached, finally allowing Charlie to stand on his own. Yes! The fun part about this process is I can see what Charlie would look like with a really small body. Next up, Charlie's two halves get wrapped up and sent off to me. Now it's time to add the slinky body. For this, I had to use a giant slinky that I had to buy online, but it had to be modified a little bit. This slinky would have been too long, so I'm only going to take about 20% of this slinky.
Using some thick gel super glue, I apply it to the first ring of the slinky, and then I attach it to the front half of Charlie's body, and I repeat the process for the back half as well. And just like that, I created Slink from Toy Story from a 3D scan of my own wiener.